sings it better than I do, but we absolutely adore that song. All right. So, all right, I got this one back by popular request. I teased you a little bit in the sound check, but we'll sing it for real this time. Maybe I won't fudge up the lyrics. Something's not sounding right there. Now here you go again, you say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to tear you down? It's alright that you should play the way you feel. Listen to it sound of your loneliness like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had, what you lost, what you had, what you lost. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know. You know. Now here I go again to see crystal visions. I keep my visions to myself. It's alright for you to wrap around your dreams. Have you any dreams you'd like to steal? Dreams of loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had, what you loved, what you had, what you lost. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say women, they will come and go. When the rain washes you clean, you know. You know. You will know. We will know. Oh, you know. Right? We all know the White Witch, who this guitar is actually named after, was Stevie Nicks herself, one of my heroes. All right. So this next song is a song written by an artist called Ruth B. It's a song I haven't played in a long time and kind of forgotten about. And then this winter time at the Gold Beach Playhouse, I had a friend that was helping out, helping direct the children's play they had going on, and it was a Christmas play about Peter Pan. It was about the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. And so it made me remember, I was like, oh, why don't I sing this song anymore? And this song's called Lost Boy. And let me make sure I have it in the right order. That's usually important. Okay. I might grab a second little light here.
Peter Pan, that's what they call me. Promise that you'll never be lonely. Ever since that day, I'm the lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. When we were bored, we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me. Lost boys like me are free. Sprinkled me in pixie dust and told me to believe in him and believe in me. Together we will fly away a cloud of green to a beautiful destiny. We soared through the town that never loved me. Realize I finally found a family. Peacefully my feet, they hit on the sand. And ever since that day, I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we get bored, we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Wendy, darling, even Captain Hook, you are my perfect storybook. Neverland, I love you so, you guys will always be my home. Forever a lost boy. I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. When we get bored, we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free.
Thank you. Isn't that kind of a fun little nostalgic song from your childhood? I love that one. She's got a beautiful voice, too. Ooh, all right. Who's in the mood for a little music trivia? I like my music with a little side of trivia to it. Fun fact. So this is a song, I have grown up listening to this song. I have known it for years. I think most people have. And I had absolutely no clue that the song was written about the late and great Elvis Presley. And so then, every time I hear the song, I can't ever think of it the same way. So you guys might be familiar with the song by Alana Miles called Black Velvet. So now take a good listen to the lyrics and it's all gonna make sense. Fortunately, I don't know how to do the cool little guitar riff that she does at the beginning, but I'm a singer that plays guitar, not a guitar player that sings.
Mississippi, in the middle of where I spell Jimmy Rogers of Electra High. Mama's dancing with a baby on her shoulders. Sun is setting like molasses in the sky. Boy could move, knew how to sit, grew everything. Always wanted more, he leave you longing for. Black velvet and that little boy's smile. Black velvet and that soul southern sound. New religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please. Up in Memphis, the music's like a heat wave. White lightning's bound to drive you wild. Mama's baby's in the heart of every schoolgirl. Love me tender, leaves me crying in the aisle. Always wanted more, he leave you longing for. Black velvet and that little boy's smile. Black velvet and that soul southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please. Every word of every song that he sang was for you. And in a flash he was gone. It happened so soon. What could you really do? Black velvet and that little boy's smile. Black velvet and that soul southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please. Black velvet and that little boy's smile. Black velvet and that soul southern style. New religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please.
All right, so who learned something tonight? Anybody? Or is that the only person that didn't know that song was about that? Ooh. I'm in the mood to do something really wicked to a very cute teenager. Hey, Grace, you want to come up and sing I Remember Everything with me? Pretty please? You're fine. Come on, let's go. Grace. It'll be fine. I'll be here the whole time. I won't tell any of your friends. Although this is live streaming on Facebook, so. All right. You want me to do Zach's part and you can do Casey? Yeah. Okay. Again. It's all right. It's luckily the lyrics are right here for you, baby girl. And I will cue you in when you come in, and you can come in on the choruses with me if you want to, or if you just want to do Casey's part, you can do that too. It's up to you. Where the hell did Chase go? Oh, didn't see you hiding under your water glass there. All right.
Rock wish he's gonna ease my mind. Beach towel rests on the dry vine. Do I remember Daddy's 88 Ford? Labrador handpill passenger. Sand from your hair is going in my eyes. Blame it on the beach, grown men don't cry. Do you remember that basement on the couch? I'd sing you my love songs and tell you about
Remember, kids, don't give in to peer pressure unless it's music. She did so good. Put on the spot like that, too. I know, I'm a brat. All right, well, here's a little one from the late and great Toby Keith. God rest Toby Keith. This one's called I Wish I Didn't Know. I never asked you where you're going. I never asked you where you've been. I never called to check your story when you stayed out with all your friends. I never tried to catch you lying. I didn't want to know the truth. I'd rather go on loving blind boy than go on living without you. I wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then. I wish I could start this whole thing over again. I'm not saying that you could ever be true. I just still want to know how it ends. You still have my heart in the palm of your hand. Still look like a fool in front of your friends. Yeah, I wish somehow I didn't know now what I didn't know then. I've always said that I don't know can hurt as bad as leaving you. Turns out that I was thinking it ain't an easy thing to do. Guess I should be going. I found out too much to say. Please don't say that you're sorry. Might begin another day. Wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then. I wish I could start this whole thing over again. I'm not saying that you could ever be true. I just still want to know how it ends. You still have my heart in the palm of your hand. I still feel like a fool in front of your friends. Yeah, I wish somehow I didn't know now what I didn't know then. You still have my heart in the palm of your hands. I'd still look like a fool in front of your friends. Yeah, I wish somehow I didn't know now what I didn't know then. Yeah, I wish I didn't know then. I wish I could start this whole thing over again. I'm not saying that you could ever be true. I just don't want to know how it ends. You still have my heart in the palm of your hand. Still look like a fool in front of your friends. Yeah, I wish somehow I didn't know now. Oh, I wish I didn't know. I wish I didn't know. Yeah, I wish somehow I didn't know now what I didn't know then. All right, how we doing? Okay. Got a little splish splash there. Huh? All right, so I'm gonna have to apologize in advance. These next two songs are gonna get a little sad.
but I promise you we're going to bring them back. We're going to bring it back up. So if anybody cries, I will buy you a beer. You're not an actor, are you? That's good. I don't know about your acting career, buddy. All right, so a little backstory on this song. Well, of course, it is a very sad song. This is the very first song I ever learned how to play on the guitar. So when I was 9 years old, and yes, I know, I'm still at cowboy chords level, but we'll talk about that later. For Christmas, I got my very first guitar, and the only person in my family that is musical was my uncle, and our whole family had gone up to Washington, and so he taught me, you know, the basic chords that you need to know for 3 chords and the truth, and that's pretty much as far as I've come from there. But I was obsessed with the Dixie Chicks at the time, or I guess now the Chicks as we're calling them. But yeah, this was the first song I ever learned, and it's called Traveling Soldier.
2 days past 18, he was waiting for the bus in his army green, sat down in a booth cafe, then gave his arm to a girl with a bow in his hand. He's a little shy, so she gave him a smile, and he said, would you mind sitting down for a while talking to me? I'm feeling a little low. He said, I'm off in an hour and I know where we can go. So they went down and sat on the pier. He said, I bet you got a boyfriend, but I don't care. I got no one to send a letter to. Would you mind if I sent one back here to you? I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy. Too young for him, they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never wanna be alone when this letter says soldiers coming home. So the letters came from an army camp in California, then Vietnam, and told her of his heart might be love and all the things he was so scared of. He said, when it's getting kinda rough over here, I think of that day sitting down at the pier, and I close my eyes, see your pretty smile. Don't worry, but I won't be able to write for a while. I cried, never gonna hold the hands of another guy. Too young for him, they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never wanna be alone when the letter says soldiers coming home. One Friday night at the football game, the Lord's Prayer said in the anthem, sang a man said, folks, would you bow your heads for enlisting local Vietnam dead? Crying all alone under the stands was a piccolo player in the marching band, and one name read, nobody really cared but a pretty little girl with a bow in her hair. I cried, never gonna hold the hands of another guy. Too young for him, they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never excited there with those hands. Ooh. Oh, haha, I did not put the two sad songs back to back, you Wookiees. All right, so this is a fun song I wrote. So you know when you've been single for a while and everyone's trying to set you up with somebody, and you know that classic question that everybody wants to ask you, like, oh, I don't know, like, what's your type? Is he your type? You're like, well, you know, I took a good look back at the way all of them look, and I go, well, there's no consistencies there, so what do they all have in common? Well, this is a song called I Gotta Quit, and I think you're going to find out real fast what they all have in common, and I would like to let you know that names have been changed in order to protect the guilty.
Gary got arrested. He got a DUI. I found out he was married on the day I met his wife. She chased me around the courthouse with a 45. I said, good riddance, Gary, I'm leaving with my life. Johnny got locked up, driving way too fast. So I left Colorado, and I left him in my past. Mama tried to warn me 'cause we share the same time. She always hoped I'd find a man who'd love and treat me right. But it's all about the bad boys I'm chasing after them. And I know I gotta quit
Drinking up outlaw men.
Will knocked one girl up, and then he knocked one out. Swore it wasn't his fault, but I've always had my doubts. West bought me a rock, he swore he'd give to me. It's too damn bad I caught him smoking that rock with old Genevieve. Mama tried to warn me 'cause we share the same type. She always hoped I'd find a man who'd love and treat me right. But it's always about the bad boys I'm chasing after them. I know I gotta quit
Drinking in outlaw men.
Some girls like 'em cleaned up, shiny and neat. For me, I like a man with a really, really big.
Oh no, don't you get that dirty. Rap sheet.
Mama tried to warn me 'cause we share the same time. She always hoped I'd find a man who'd love and treat me right. But it's all about the bad boys I'm chasing after them. I know I gotta quit. Yes, I know I gotta quit drinking in outlaw men.
All right, see, I told you I'd make it happy afterwards. All right, how we doing? Okay. All right, well, this is not one I wrote. Miss Lainey Wilson wrote this one, but I do love this song. She's incredibly talented. This one is called Somewhere Over Laredo, because who doesn't hope there's a cute cowboy thinking of you somewhere over Laredo?
Got me a red-eye flight out of Houston. Found me a window seat with a view. Headed out west to South California. One Tito's in and I'm thinking about you. The little border town where the desert glows and when sun goes down.
Oh, I didn't bring my other page. This is why it's live, right? Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay. All right, we'll start. We'll start that last one there.
A little border town where the desert glows, the sun goes down. My head's 30,000 feet in the cloud. Knowing 20 minutes from now, I'll be somewhere over the radar, dreaming about those rodeo nights, laying there the banks of the Rio, new silver buckle, your jeans next to mine. Couple wrong for each other's lone star crossed the lovers, born and you gone from the get-go. Feel my mind every time I'm chasing that neon rainbow, somewhere over the radio. I'm flying high on a 737. Yeah, boy, I'm real. I'll level with those stars. Think you'd be 5 miles closer to heaven. I reckon that heaven's down there where you are. Do you stop and stare at the Texas sky up in the air and wonder if I'm somewhere over the radar, dreaming about those rodeo nights, laying there at the banks of the Rio, new silver buckle on your jeans next to mine. Couple wrong for each other's lone star crossed the lovers, born and you go from the get-go. You're on my mind every time I'm chasing the neon rainbow, somewhere over the radio. Where the blackbirds fly, give me a lullaby. For a second I'm still wherever you are, somewhere over the radio, dreaming about those rodeo nights, laying there the planks and the Rio, couple new belt buckles and your jeans next to mine. Couple wrong for each other's long star-crossed lovers, born and gone from the get-go. But you're on my mind every time I'm chasing that neon rainbow, somewhere over the radio, somewhere over the radio.
I always like that one. I think it's a fun kind of little play on words. All right, how we doing? All right. All right, this one could rub some people the wrong way, but there's a new artist that I've found out over on socials and what have you. So he's a refugee and was adopted as a kid and what have you. And some people call him radical because he just wants people to love each other and, you know, realize that at the end of the day, whatever side you're on, it's us versus them. And this is a song called Heavy Foot.
Do you hear the sound of a bell? the street, just fighting for a nail to eat. You can write him off as a lunatic, but that could have been you or me if we didn't ever find our feet. Love me now, hold me down, and the government's saying on a heavy foot, now they try to keep us all down, but they're never gonna keep us all down. Do you see the birds in the cage on the highway working like slaves? It's a con, it's a ruse, it's a gaslight. Ain't funny how far we've come. Let 'em go and change their name. Love me now, hold me down, and the government's sitting on a heavy foot, and they're never gonna keep us all down. Do you see the man on the screen calling it a war? Just a puppet who never see the strings. Calling it a war, not a genocide. Tell us all what isn't what it seems like. Man, that's a different kind of greed. Love me now, hold me down. The government's saying on a heavy foot, and they're trying to keep us all down. Love me now, hold me down, and the government's saying on a heavy foot, and they try to keep us all down. No, they're never gonna keep us all down. No, they're never gonna keep us all down.
All right. So I think I'm gonna try and take a little break here. John, would you like to come up and play for a little bit? Not right now. Okay. Well, if there's any other musicians in the crowd, guitar will be right here, and she is all yours. But I need to step outside for a minute. I'm cooking up here. Hello, me again. Sorry. I don't know we have any rom-com fans in the house, so you might recognize this one from this one. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, fabulous one. I mean, I've managed an 8, but you know. But this one's a classic. I think a lot of you will know it, and I've always had a fun time singing this song. Oh, I was gonna say, can we get the house music turned off? Oh, we're good. Is the house music off? Is the house music off? Oh, cool, perfect. All right.
You walked into the party like you were walking up to a yacht. Your hair strategically dipped below one line. Your scarf was apricot. You had one eye in the mirror as you watched yourself go on, and all the girls dreamed that they'd be your partner, they'd be your partner, and you're so vain. Probably think this song is about you, you're so vain. Bet you think this song is about you, don't you, don't you? You had me several years ago when I was still quite naive, and you said that we made such a pretty pair, that you would never leave, but you gave away the things you loved. One of them was me. I had some dreams, they were clouds in my coffee, clouds in my coffee, and you were so vain. Probably think the song is about you, you're so vain. Bet you think the song is about you, don't you, don't you? I had some dreams, they were clouds in my coffee, clouds in my coffee, and you're so vain. Probably think the song is about you, you're so vain. Bet you think the song is about you, don't you, don't you? Well, I heard you after Saratoga, your horse didn't action. Then you flew that jet to Nova Scotia, see the total eclipse of the sun. You gave away the things you loved. One of them was me. I had some dreams, they were clouds in my coffee, clouds in my coffee, and you're so vain. I bet you think the song is about you, you're so vain. I bet you think the song is about you, don't you, don't you? All of the girls dream that they'd be Ben's partner, they'd be Ben's partner, and
All right, come on. Anybody here? How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? No? Disappointed in all of you. Hold on a minute. Oh, yep, this one does have. Okay. All right, so this is a song I wrote. My grown-up job, as I like to call it, is I work in fighting wildfires. I've been doing it for about 12 years now, and we were on a fire out in Colorado, and we've been out about 10 days or so, and it was kind of just a dull roll. We were all real happy to go home. We had some guys with like brand new babies at home, and I had a cold beer and a bed to sleep in instead of the ground. So that's what I was looking forward to. But as we're unloading our trucks and getting ready to start headed home, we kind of take a look over and go, oh man, there's smoke billowing out of New Mexico. Because we were kind of in southern Colorado, right towards the border. And then, of course, off goes the radio, and off we go, and there was absolutely no end in sight that night. We were going to be up all night. It started raining at some point, but the fire was still burning, which made no sense, but it happens. And so, at some point, we were kind of a smaller crew, and so our saw team goes off to do something, and my overhead's out, and it's just me and one guy, and he looks at me and goes, well, I guess we're just digging a two-man highway, aren't we? I was like, yep, I guess it's just you and me, buddy. And so I started kind of humming this song along as I was just chinking away at the dirt. And so this is a song I wrote called Rub Some Dirt on It. Because sometimes that's all you can do.
Telephone rings about 1:30 dawn. Baby's crying, mama's all alone. So rub a little dirt on it. Rub a little dirt on it. You wanna help, but you gotta go. The crew's all waiting and it's time to roll. So rub a little dirt on it. Rub a little dirt on it. Out here in the smoke, the heat and the flames, digging a damn highway till they're digging our graves. So rub a little dirt on it. Rub a little dirt on it. I've been gone, Lord knows how long. I couldn't act if he's already gone. So rub a little dirt on it. Rub a little dirt on it. His head's a pound and he's been up all night. He's counting an hour just to get himself right. So rub a little dirt on it. Rub a little dirt on it. Out here in the smoke, the heat and the flames, digging a damn highway till they're digging our graves. So rub a little dirt on them. Rub a little dirt on them. On a duty service, or so they say. I'm not really sure why we're living this way. Out here in the heat, the smoke and the flames, digging a damn highway till they're digging our graves. So dig 'em up, dig 'em up, dig 'em up, dig 'em up, dig 'em up. Out here in the smoke, the heat and the flames, digging a damn highway till they're digging our graves.
So I think the biggest honor I've ever received in playing music or songwriting is when I played that song at a show in Nashville. It was a really cool show. It was a segment of all female songwriters called That's What She Said. And it was a packed night. It was awesome. And I had a super old man in a pair of suspenders twerking to that song. And it was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, that's the ultimate compliment. No money can replace that. But, yeah, always been a fun song to play.
had it recorded recently, and I'm hoping to release it eventually. It just didn't quite have the vocals I want on it, but one of these days. All right, so I'm gonna do that thing where I get sad again. So a few years back, it's almost actually the 2-year anniversary of it. I had lost an ex-boyfriend of mine. It had been a couple years since we dated, but we were still friendly, and unfortunately he lost his battle to addiction. And the kindest thing that his wife at the time let me do, because he knew we still spoke and what have you, is before he was cremated, she let me write a note to him in my handwriting. And so this is a song I had sang to him before and kind of dedicated for him. And it's kind of a song just to try to remember that I want to remember him in a good light and not in the bad times when he was struggling and what have you. And so I didn't write the song, Lady Gaga did, but this is called Always Remember Us This Way. And those were the words I wrote to him before he was cremated.
That Arizona sky burning in your eyes. You look at me, babe, I wanna catch on fire. It's buried in my soul like California gold. Found the light in me that I couldn't find. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Lovers in the night, always trying to write. We don't know how to write, but damn, we try. But all I really know is where I wanna go. The part of me that's you will never die. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Oh yeah, I don't wanna be just a memory, baby. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Oh yeah, when you look at me and the whole world fades, I'll always remember us this way.
Thank you. Yeah, that was, I had to dedicate a song to. His name was Travis, and if it were not for him, I would not be standing up here. He was the person that knew I played a little guitar and what have you, but I was always dead terrified to ever sing in front of public. I would get so nervous, I'd shake like a leaf. I did the first time I ever played. But one day he got mad at me. And I was like, what is your problem? He goes, you know, you're pissing me off. He goes, you can sing and you got something to say. He goes, it's about time you start using your voice, lady. And I said, well, fair enough, I guess. And so to apologize to him after we got in a fight about something else, I sang, that was the song I sang to him. And yeah, and I've been playing ever since. So I guess whatever he said worked. Because now I'm here torturing you good folks. All right, how are we doing on time? Okay.
Yep, staying hydrated is very important. Cheers. All right. So this song, I don't think is gonna need a whole lot of introduction. I'm pretty sure it's pretty well known. But it's a great song. I've always loved it. There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. My mother was such a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. Friday was a gambling man down in New Orleans. The only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a drum. The only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drum. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I've done. Spend your life in misery in the house of the rising sun. cult classic. Everyone knows that song. All right. What I got going on here? Okay, we got time. We got some fucking time. Okay. All right, so have you ever heard I had an agent captain one time that was really good with the, like, would you rather or what if questions. And so he had this one, we were on a roll and spent a lot of time in the truck together. And so he had a good one. That was, if you could only listen to one song ever again in your whole life, what song would it be? Followed by the most difficult question you can ever ask a musician, what's the greatest song ever written? That one, the second one, I don't know that I have the answer to, but this one's pretty close, and this is probably what I feel is one of my favorite songs of all time that's ever been written. It was originally by Townes Van Zandt, and it was Poncho and Lefty, and I think Willie Nelson made it very popular afterwards. But if I only ever got to hear one piece of music ever again, I'd be pretty happy if it was this one. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your heart like your skin like iron, and your breath is hard as gasoline. Once your mama's only boy, but a favorite one it seems. I don't like that K. We're gonna start that again. I think I usually put a capo on this one, to be honest with you. That sounds a little better. Living on the road, my friend, it's gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath as hard as kerosene. What's your mama's only boy, but a favorite one it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sink into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit boy, his horse was fast as polished steel. Then he wore his gun outside of his pants for all the world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on the desert down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying word. That's the way it goes. All the pharaohs, all they say, they could have had him any day. They only let him hang around. Out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night like he used to. The dust that Poncho bet down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid old Poncho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where we got the bread to go. Ain't nobody know. Now the pharaohs, all they say, they could have had him any day. They only let him hang around. Out of kindness, I suppose. Oh, it's all tall, Poncho fell. Lefty's living in a cheap motel. The desert's quiet and the Cleveland's cold.
So the story you're told, Pancho needs your pearl, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. Did what he had to do, now he's growing old. Feel great pharaohs, all they say, we could have had him any day. We only let him go so long, out of kindness, I suppose. Feel pharaohs, all they say, could have had him any day. They only let him go so long, out of kindness, I suppose.
All right. Thank you guys for bearing with me on that one. Had a little bit of a struggle finding that key on there, but we survived it. We survived it. I haven't played that song in a long time, actually. But going through songs a little quicker than I expected, so I'm going to have to pick a few out of the emergency stash. All right. This is a song I've always loved. Whiskey Myers originally wrote it. They're an awesome band that I absolutely adore. Then another artist called Warren Ziders covered it, and both are amazing versions, and they both kind of have a little bit of a different feel. One's a little more, sounds more upbeat with more music, and one's just very like solemn and cold. So I'm going to be somewhere in between the two. But as Warren Ziders famously says before he sings it, he goes, "This is a song called Stone."
Well, the night is my companion, the highway is bound. Got me seeking for the last beacon, every single place that I roam. They say Jesus was a poor man. Guess I wish I had a little more him in me. Make it easy to know I'm living. Heartache and misery. Sweet, sweet heart of mine, gonna break again a million times. Oh, yes, it is too far gone. Or have you turned to stone? Well, I guess I got my bottle, and I stay on it all the time. Keeps me from singing and wailing, helps me fall asleep better at night. backstage is full of parasites. They'll just love you and leave you and go beyond everything just to feel better about their lives. Sweet, sweet heart of mine, I'm gonna break again a million times. Or is it too far gone? Or have you turned to stone? Sweet, sweet heart of mine, gonna break again a million times. Or is this too far gone? Sweet, sweet heart of mine, gonna break again a million times. Or is this too far gone? Or have you turned to stone?
Alright, thank you guys. I think I got about 2 more songs and then I'm done torturing you. This is just a reminder. They use the term starving musician for a reason. There are tip boxes if you feel like dropping one. And please make sure to take care of your bartender because they are the ones that make me sound better. It's very important. Oh, man. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna my second song I'm gonna sing here is it's a song I wrote about kind of a long time love that just never quite worked out. It's always just been a star-crossed lover, never right time, never right place kind of thing, and it's not always everyone's favorite song, but it's one of mine, so that's all that matters, right? This one is called One of These Days.
Three sheets to the wind, 4 on the floor, and I can't find a place to rest my heart up anymore. I'll just pack it on up one of these days.
Nope, that's not the lyric.
I'll just put that bottle down and fly away one of these days. But you can't free a bird when it won't leave its cage. You can't cry your eyes when you're standing in the rain. You can't save a bird when it won't leave the flame. I can love you and call myself sane. Seasons change and people do too. At least that's what I say when I lie about you. I'm just gonna pack it on up and fly away one of these days. myself say I won't miss you, I won't kiss you again till I'm 3 sheets to the wind, 4 on the floor, and I can't find a place to rest my heart up anymore.
Thank you. I know, cheery one, isn't it? I feel really bad for any poor bastard that ever dates a songwriter, I can tell you that much. Alright, so I think we're coming up. This is going to be my last song here, and I recently took a job promotion, so I'm going to be moving to Klamath Falls area, and it's a bittersweet move for me because I've just really fallen in love with Curry County, and it's going to be one of the hardest goodbyes I've had to say in a long time. And so I'm going to try to get through the song without crying. I didn't write this song, Ella Langley did, but it was just the most fitting song that I could find for a final goodbye. This is my last show, and while I still live in Gold Beach, I will still be back, and I'll come play plenty other times. But yeah, this one's called If It Weren't for the Wind.
Wouldn't pay me as a heartbreaker, and I've said a few goodbyes. I'd make a promise, but I know later I'm about to change my mind. Depending on the weather I'm going, well, baby, nobody knows. Yeah, if it were for a different time, might have been different in a different life. Maybe that plane would have never taken off. Maybe that dust wouldn't fly the child. Maybe that tumble meet and we wouldn't leave every other sunrise. Maybe I'd settle down, digging some roots, find me a farmhouse, find me a view. Maybe I wouldn't already be gone again if it weren't for the wind. I wouldn't say water in myself up there, I wouldn't saddle up on a breeze, I wouldn't disappear out of thin air. I could put down these wings. Maybe that plane would have never taken off. Maybe that dust wouldn't fly the track. Maybe that tumbleweed and me wouldn't leave every other sunrise. Maybe I'd settle down, dig some boots, find me a farmhouse, find me a view. Maybe I wouldn't already be gone again if it weren't for the wind. If it weren't for the wind blowing, carrying me to the wide open white lines and the road tire smoke. It wouldn't be the rear view I'm looking in if it weren't for the wind. Maybe that plane would have never taken off. Maybe that dust wouldn't fly the drag. Maybe that tumbleweed and me wouldn't leave every other sunrise. Maybe I'd settle down, dig some roots, find me a farmhouse, find me you. Maybe I wouldn't already be gone again if it weren't for the wind. Carry me out to the wide open, white lines running and the tires smoking. Wouldn't be the rear view I'm looking in if it weren't for the wind. If it weren't for the wind.
Well, thank you guys very much, Mr. Eds. You guys have been an awesome crowd. I've always loved playing here, and I hope that I get to come back soon and see you guys again. But thank you again so much for supporting live music, and thank you again to Gary and everybody else, and Ed especially, because this vision is incredible. And yeah, You guys all have a wonderful night. I will find my way back. I promise. Like I said, the wind will blow me right back. You know what'll happen. And again, thank you guys. Have a great night.